Rahul Gandhi says GDP crashing, unemployment soaring, fuel prices skyrocketing. In how many more ways is BJP looting India? He's not wrong. The GDP is falling. There's been a minor recovery, but last year it was minus 7.3. The last time this happened was sometime in the 70s, in the minus zone. Unemployment, it is soaring. I can give you the numbers because the numbers for the country as a whole, urban plus rural, is at 11.9. In just 4 months, it's increased by about 4 percentage points. And that is CMIE data. And then if he talks about the fact that fuel prices are skyrocketing, 26 revisions of the petrol diesel prices in the last 2 months, and 49 increases in the petrol diesel prices in the last 6 months since the beginning of this year. Now, this is killing the middle classes, Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman.
1 minute. What did you read and what was the last line of Rahul Gandhi's tweet?
BJP
please?
looting India. Rahul Gandhi's line.
This is where convenience plays to the comfort of an opposition which has not done its homework. You're conveniently picking up a couple of lines from a tweet which happens every morning, like as though that's the beginning and end of politics. Every morning there is a tweet and you conveniently pick up the top 3 lines, for which I'll give you answers, and therefore give the comfort to the Congress that BJP is looting India. Who's saying that? And you are unconsciously getting into that line of supporting, because he's an opposition member, he's asking question, you are agreeing with it. Agreeing, therefore, by implication, to a line which is outrageous. Known for looting the country, UPA, some of its ministers had to go to the jail. UPA, not a day would Rahul Gandhi say that of Congress party, whereas that is where he has to say. What made the Congress party loot? Supreme Court had to cancel 122 licenses given. That's loot, Rahul Gandhi. 2 of your ministers, prominent ministers, are still undergoing trial after having been kept in confinement for some time. That's loot, Rahul Gandhi. And Navika Kumar, a senior journalist, inadvertently, I would like to believe, inadvertently goes to pick up conveniently 3 lines which she could have, been a senior journalist, asked herself, but wants to fall back on Rahul Gandhi and conveniently picks up those 3 lines and therefore inadvertently supports the line which whitewashes the Congress's loot of this country. I'm sorry, we have to be a bit more discreet. And now coming to the 3 points. Inflation, I've already answered your question on that. Employment, and again, in all these 3, we are talking about a normal India, be it 73, be it some other time, even a war and post-war India, assume 1971 and post-war India, is not comparable to the pandemic. A pandemic hit economy where people had to go back to their villages, for whom we had to extend an extended Manrega. 60,000 which was given in the BE of 2020 went beyond 1 lakh because we wanted to ensure nobody remains without some money in their hands. Free food grain for 80 crore people for 8 months, even now. And this is during a pandemic. To compare a fall in the GDP with a normal year, and I would assume even a war hit year in India as normal compared to the pandemic hit year of India, and when the globe itself is affected by it, as an unusual. Never in history in the last 100 years has the entire globe seen this kind of a ravage. And you want to take his statement saying, that time India and this time India? This time India, what it's going through, and hats off to the people of India for the way they are coping with the little help which government of India is giving them, little help some states are giving them. So please.
You're most welcome to be angry with me. And Nirmala Sitharaman ko gussa kyun aata hai? People will also ask this. But if Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who thinks, I support your government more and boycotts Times Now, does not give me an interview, and today you are saying that I am convinced about Rahul Gandhi, then I must be doing something right, because both sides seem to be gunning for me, which is fine as a journalist.